Hello, gentlemen. I am back here again. I am the woman who has walked through 20 years of marriage. I have sat inside the couple's therapy room many, many times. I have listened to hundreds of stories from other women too. And today, I am going to smash a dangerous belief. The belief that sex has to happen spontaneously, that if you have to plan for it, it is no longer romantic, that there must be electricity before you are allowed to touch each other. I am telling you straight. That belief is concentrated poison. It is killing the masculine power inside you. It is turning your bedroom into a cold graveyard, and it is pushing you into loneliness one night at a time. Listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. Inside a 20-year marriage, spontaneity is dead. It died a long time ago, the moment your first child was born. It died when you signed the papers on the mortgage. It died when your aging parents began to need your care. And if you are still sitting around waiting for inspiration to drop from the sky, you will wait until your hair turns white and still see nothing. American society has been lying to you for half a century. Hollywood movies teach you to keep the spark alive the way it was at the beginning. Magazines tell you to find your way back to the passion of those early days. They are completely wrong about the true nature of human beings. They treat desire as the engine that starts every single action. But modern science has proven the exact opposite. Desire is not the cause. It is the result. Did you hear that clearly? Desire is the result of action. Society is worshipping something called spontaneous desire, that burning feeling that suddenly rises up out of nowhere. That is something that only exists between two people who have just fallen in love. The first 3 months of every romance has that feeling. The brain is flooded with dopamine and that sweet phenylethylamine. But after 45 years of age, the nervous system has changed. You no longer produce those chemicals in the same abundant amounts. Your wife, after menopause, has even less of them than you do. Waiting for electricity right now is a deadly trap. So where does the real key actually lie? Do you know? It lies in the concept of responsive desire in science. Dr. Rosemary Basson put forward this model. She studied middle-aged women for 20 straight years. Her conclusion changed the entire field of modern sexology. Do not wait for the feeling to show up before you take action. Take action first, and the feeling will find its way to you. This is the complete reversal of what you have always believed. Before we go deeper, I need to make one thing clear. I am talking about consensual relationships between two willing adults, built on mutual respect and a full understanding of each other. This part is not for anyone who pressures their partner. It is not for toxic relationships involving abuse. If you are being abused, please call a medical hotline. We are here to find healthy, science-based solutions. Now, I am going to expose 5 barriers freezing your bedroom solid. 5 traps you are walking into without even realizing it. The first trap is the sweet little spontaneity trap. You think that scheduling sex strips away all the excitement? You think that writing it on the calendar app is weird? I am telling you straight, that is the thinking of a child. A grown adult plans for the things that matter most. You plan your company meetings. You plan your vacations. You plan your annual physical at the doctor's office. So why is sex the one and only exception in your life? Planning does not kill romance, gentlemen. It is the way you show what your real priorities are. The second trap I call the intercourse obsession. You set getting inside as the one and only goal tonight. Every caress becomes a means to reach that goal. Every kiss becomes a step toward the main event. Do you know how your wife actually feels during all of this? She feels like a whole, not a human being. She feels used for your needs. And on your side, you carry massive performance pressure. You are afraid you will not get hard the way you did when you were young. You are afraid you will finish too fast and disappoint her. That pressure itself is what kills your erection in the first place. The third trap is the black hole of ingratitude in the home. Do you actually see the thing that your wife does every day? She remembers your mother's birthday, the kid's dentist appointment. She buys Christmas gifts for both sides of the family. She tracks your prescription refills when you cannot remember. This is invisible labor that women carry their entire lives. When you ignore it, her brake slams down instantly. Ingratitude is the most efficient killer of arousal. A single, "Thank you, honey," is worth more than a bouquet of roses. The fourth trap is the fragile male ego. She says, "I am tired tonight," in an exhausted voice, and you collapse like a paper building hit by a strong gust of wind. You turn your back. You go silent. You sulk for a whole week. You think this is how you protect your male self-respect. No, this is cowardice wearing a costume of pride. A grown man does not crumble at a single rejection. You ask her if another day would work, and that is all. You keep loving her without needing to trade for anything. The fifth trap is duty sex in the late hours of the night. 10 o'clock at night. The two of you just finished watching the news. The teeth are brushed. The lights are off. The eyelids are heavy. And you suddenly remember, it has been 2 weeks already. You roll over toward your wife with a hesitant, probing hand. The two of you reluctantly go through with it like paying a bank loan. In that moment, both of you are nothing but soulless bodies. That is not sex. That is mutual humiliation. Now I am going to introduce an important scientific model. Dr. Emily Nagoski wrote about it in her book, Come As You Are. She calls it the dual control model inside the brain. Picture in everyone's head there are two different pedals. One gas pedal, which activates and lifts up sexual desire. One brake pedal, which suppresses desire and pushes it back down instantly. Men after 45 usually have a fairly sensitive gas pedal. You see your wife changing clothes, and the gas is already accelerating. But women have an extremely strong and reliable brake pedal. A dirty bowl sitting in the sink is one stomp on the brake. This month's electric bill is another stomp on the brake. The kids calling to complain is another stomp on the brake. Your mother-in-law just sent a snippy text. Yet another stomp on the brake. If you keep flooring the gas while she is pressing the brake all the way down, the marriage engine is going to burn out and break down completely. This is the fatal mistake that almost every man makes. They try to increase stimulation when they should be reducing inhibition. Learn how to release her brake first. Science calls this creating psychological safety. When her brain feels safe, the brake naturally lets go. Only then does the gas have a chance to lift her up. Now I need to speak to you even more directly. Why does giving up in the bedroom destroy you so completely? Because it is not simply a matter of not having sex. It destroys something called ego resilience in psychology, the ability to recover the core identity of a human being. When you accept a bedroom as cold as a morgue, your brain slowly loses its capacity for sharp, creative thinking. Pleasure is not a bonus feature added on top of life. It is the core energy that lets you take command of everything. Without it, you become an exhausted machine that drags itself to work. You lose your decisiveness in important meetings. You give in at the office the same way you give in at home. You become an invisible man inside a crowd. The boss does not see you. Your co-workers walk past without saying hello. Your wife and kids treat you like a walking, talking ATM machine. You are dying slowly while you are still breathing. This is the truth I have heard from so many women. We do not look down on you because you cannot do it anymore. We look down on you because you gave up on yourself. So where do we have to start the change from first? Stop trying to change your wife with pressure and complaints. Stop blaming her for not being the way she used to be. Start taking command of your own self first. You need something called a sexual growth mindset. This concept is based on the famous research of Carol Dweck. Sex is a skill, not a destiny handed down from above. It can be learned, trained, and improved over time. A man at 60 can be better than he was at 30, if he is willing to learn, to listen, and to change his approach. Go back to being the man who leads in the bedroom. Prioritize pleasure for yourself, without shame, and create the environment for your wife to release her brake naturally. Now I am going to give you a concrete 4-step action plan. These 4 steps you can start tonight. Step 1. Non-sexual connection for 90 seconds. Hug your wife tight right after she finishes cooking dinner. No demands, no hidden agenda waiting underneath. Just a hug, your chest pressed gently against hers. 90 seconds is how long it takes for 2 nervous systems to sync up. Oxytocin will release, the natural bonding hormone inside the body. She will learn that a hug is not the opening move. Her brake will gradually begin to loosen over time. Step 2. Map out her gas and her brake. Pick a quiet evening with no kids running around. Pour 2 cups of tea. Sit down across from her. Look into her eyes. Ask her honestly, What kills the mood for you the most? And do not judge a single answer she gives you. She might say a sink full of dirty dishes is a break. She might say you not showering before bed is a break. She might say you watching pornography hurts her. Listen like a partner, not like someone under attack. This is gold standard data for redesigning your bedroom. Step 3. Apply micro-novelty in everyday life. Do not wait until late at night when all the energy is gone. Try having sex at 3 in the afternoon on a Sunday. See what happens. Try a different room in the house, not the bedroom. A tiny change reactivates the dopamine system. Our brains are addicted to novelty, even just a little bit. Do not think you have to fly to Hawaii to bring in something new. Step 4. Practical and direct communication about pleasure. Do not stay silent and hope she guesses what you like. You have hoped for 20 years. Has that worked out? Try this sentence. Show me what you like, and ask her back. What can I do for you? This directness is the only door out of the dead end. You are not alone in this fight, gentlemen. Millions of American men are sitting in the same boat. They are sitting on the sofa at midnight, just like you are right now. They are asking themselves how life ended up at this point. But they do not have the courage to change the way you do. You are watching this video, which means you already have courage. Hit the subscribe button so we can walk this road together. We are not only going to talk about what happens in the bedroom, we are talking about taking command of your entire life again. Taking back the masculine power you lost a long time ago. Leave a comment with these 3 words. I choose pleasure. That is your commitment to your own self. Start the change from this very second, right here. Do not wait for Monday. Do not wait for the new year. Do not wait for your wife to suddenly change her personality. She will not change unless you change first. And finally, I want you to close your eyes for a few seconds. Picture yourself standing alone in the middle of an endless ocean. The waves are crashing, the wind is howling, the sun is about to set. And now ask yourself the most honest question of your life. Are you the steady captain standing on the command deck, steering the ship of your own life toward a new horizon? Or are you only clinging to a rotten piece of driftwood floating in the lonely ocean, waiting for whichever wave comes next to carry you wherever it pleases?